Welcome to Thoughtful Tomes, where we don't just read books. We explore their deeper truths, uncovering timeless wisdom to help us live more fulfilling lives. In each episode, we venture into the pages of remarkable works, seeking insights that guide our journeys of self-discovery and growth. Today, we're honored to explore Time is Medicine, a profound work by Eiko Hiruma, a 96-year-old Japanese pharmacist whose life is a testament to the resilience, grace, and generosity of the human spirit. Hiruma's legacy as a healer and a guide for her community is woven into each page, filled with stories and wisdom shaped by nearly a century of experience. Time is Medicine isn't merely a book. It's a guide on how to navigate life's inevitable changes with grace, courage, and purpose. Hiruma invites us to view each stage of life as a unique opportunity for growth and healing, embracing it with patience, adaptability, and joy. Her message is as practical as it is inspiring. By honoring the rhythm of time and the lessons it brings, we can find fulfillment at every turn. In her world, each moment is a building block in the journey toward becoming whole. Join us as we dive into Hiruma's core insights, exploring her reflections on aging, resilience, and the art of self-love. Through her eyes, we'll see how time, when embraced mindfully, becomes not just a measure of life, but a source of profound healing and meaning. One of Hiruma's central insights is that every stage of life brings its own blend of challenges and gifts, forming a unique path for personal growth. Rather than clinging to the comfort of familiarity or resisting the shifts that life inevitably brings, she encourages us to embrace change as a powerful teacher. Each life phase, in her view, is an opportunity to grow in strength, wisdom, and compassion. Reflecting on her own journey, Hiruma shows us that life's difficulties aren't just obstacles to overcome. They are experiences that shape and deepen us, calling us to cultivate resilience and an open heart. Aging, then, becomes not a process of loss, but an unfolding story of self-discovery, with each chapter revealing new insights and sources of fulfillment. Hiruma's perspective is a reminder that our most profound growth often arises from adapting to and valuing the ebb and flow of life's transformations, ultimately leading us to a richer understanding of ourselves and the world around us. For Hiruma, aging is not a stage to fear or resist, but a phase of life to embrace, holding a distinct beauty enriched by the wisdom of experiences lived. Rather than focusing on preserving outward youth, she teaches that true grace in aging comes from nurturing an inner vitality, a spirit that remains curious, open-minded, and willing to grow with each passing year. Her perspective shifts the focus from physical vigor to the cultivation of a resilient and adaptable mindset, one that finds strength in wisdom, empathy, and insight. Hiruma's insights invite us to reimagine aging as a time when self-worth isn't tethered to appearance or physical ability, but instead grounded in the richness of character and the depth of understanding we've gained. By adopting this approach, she believes we can access a profound sense of peace and purpose that endures through life's changes, giving us a wellspring of joy and fulfillment that only deepens with time. Even in her 80s, Hiruma maintained an enthusiasm for new technology and learning, embracing each advancement as an opportunity to grow. This passion for lifelong learning lies at the core of her philosophy, illustrating that age is never a barrier to growth, change, or new discovery. Through her unyielding curiosity, she keeps her life vibrant and reminds us that resilience is not just about enduring life's difficulties. It's about continuously evolving, no matter where we are on our journey. Her example encourages us to remain actively engaged with the world, to reinvent ourselves with purpose, and to see each experience, whether a challenge or a triumph, as a pathway to greater understanding. Hiruma shows us that resilience is not an inherent trait, but a quality cultivated by nurturing a flexible and receptive mindset. By remaining open to the unexpected lessons life presents, we can become more resilient, more adaptable, and ultimately more fulfilled. Her approach teaches that true resilience involves being open to change and learning from every experience, embodying a life of continuous renewal and expansion. Hiruma offers a powerful perspective on the liberating force of self-confidence and the art of detachment from others' judgments. In a world that often measures worth through the eyes of others, we can easily find ourselves preoccupied with the need for external validation. This preoccupation can subtly erode our sense of purpose, as we may mold ourselves to meet the expectations of society rather than living in alignment with our true values and aspirations. For Hiruma, true freedom begins with releasing the need to conform to these external judgments. Instead, she urges us to cultivate an inner peace anchored in self-acceptance, a peace that is unaffected by the transient opinions and expectations that often surround us. This mindset shifts our energy from seeking approval or validation from others to a focus on nurturing our own authenticity. On the path to personal growth, we often encounter the temptation to persuade others of our perspectives or adjust our beliefs to align with their acceptance. However, Hiruma's wisdom reminds us that this energy is better spent in self-discovery and inner development. When we invest in understanding ourselves deeply, embracing compassion for our imperfections, and finding stability within, we begin to forge a more resilient inner foundation. In doing so, we become less affected by the unpredictable nature of others' opinions, allowing us to pursue our path with clarity, conviction, and a serene confidence rooted in our own truth. Hiruma offers a profound perspective on the concept of self-love, framing it not as a destination, but as a continuous journey of growth and healing. For her, self-love is intricately tied to the process of letting go. She suggests that true liberation arises when we release the weight of past regrets, emotional wounds, and the often burdensome desires that no longer serve us. This act of release is not a passive surrender, but an intentional shedding of the excess, allowing us to reclaim our energy and focus on what truly matters. Whether it's the material pursuits that distract us or the emotional baggage that ties us to past pain, Hiruma invites us to free ourselves from the grip of these attachments. Self-love, in this context, is not about indulging in momentary pleasures or seeking external validation through fleeting affirmations. Rather, it's about cultivating a deeper, more enduring relationship with ourselves, one that acknowledges both our strengths and our vulnerabilities. It is a practice of self-compassion where we forgive ourselves for past mistakes and embrace the fullness of our humanity. This process of forgiveness is transformative. It allows us to heal, not by erasing the past, but by accepting it without allowing it to dictate our present or future. Hiruma's wisdom teaches us that letting go is not about forgetting what has happened, but about disempowering the negative impact that past events continue to exert on our lives. By consciously releasing the emotional hold of past wounds, we create space for healing, growth, and a renewed sense of purpose. This kind of self-love fosters a deep sense of calm and inner peace, enabling us to navigate life with greater clarity and intention. It's the kind of love that makes each day a little lighter, more grounded, and ultimately more meaningful as we build a life aligned with our truest selves. A central and recurring theme in Hiruma's philosophy is the transformative power of living in the present moment. She invites readers to see each day not as a series of isolated hours or fleeting opportunities, but as a unique chance to deeply reconnect with themselves and the world around them. This isn't just about being mindful for the sake of mindfulness. It's about intentionally engaging with the fullness of each moment, recognizing the profound potential each present moment holds for personal growth and emotional healing. Hiruma encourages us to embrace the small, often overlooked rituals that make up our daily lives. Whether it's taking a few moments to enjoy a warm cup of tea, walking through nature, or engaging in a hobby that sparks our creativity. These small acts, though seemingly simple, can be incredibly grounding, offering us a space to pause and recalibrate. Through these practices, we are able to carve out sacred space in our lives, helping us break free from the constant chase of future achievements or the weight of past regrets. Living in the present is not merely a philosophical concept. It is a deliberate, everyday practice that enables us to experience life more fully and authentically. For Hiruma, time as medicine is a call to see every moment as an opportunity for healing, for personal growth, and for deepening our connection with ourselves and others. It is in this space of presence that we find the ability to let go of mental clutter, releasing the tension that comes from overthinking and worrying about things outside our control. By fully appreciating each moment as it comes, we begin to cultivate a deep sense of gratitude. This gratitude shifts our focus from what is missing in our lives to what is already present. The beauty in the simplest of moments, the stillness that arrives in a quiet morning, or the joy that springs from authentic human connection. It is through these small but significant moments that we begin to find joy, not as something to be sought after, but as something already inherent in our daily experiences. Through this lens, life becomes richer, more textured, and more meaningful as we live in harmony with the natural flow of time and its potential for transformation. In Time is Medicine, Eiko Hiruma offers a deeply transformative message. Time, when nurtured with self-reflection and compassionate self-care, becomes the ultimate remedy for a life of true fulfillment and growth. Her philosophy is not just about healing in the conventional sense. It's a call to recognize that healing is a continual, evolving journey, one that unfolds at every stage of our lives. The process of growth is not linear, but layered, shaped by our capacity to embrace the challenges we face with openness and grace. Hiruma's perspective invites us to reconsider our relationship with time, not as a limited resource we must rush through, but as an abundant space for discovery, healing, and connection. Her advice, though seemingly simple, carries immense depth. To truly live well is to embody the present moment, to take gentle care of both body and mind, and to approach each day with reverence and mindfulness. The act of embracing each day is not just about making the most of time, but about cultivating an inner peace that allows us to fully engage with the rhythms of life. Through self-care, we not only tend to our physical well-being, but also nourish our emotional and mental landscapes, creating space for resilience and introspection. As we reflect on Hiruma's teachings in this episode of Thoughtful Tomes, it's important to remember that true healing and growth emerge not from avoiding life's inevitable difficulties, but from meeting them with courage, self-compassion, and an open heart. Her work suggests that healing isn't something that happens in isolation or as a singular event. It is woven into the fabric of everyday life, found in the quiet moments of self-reflection, the embrace of joy amidst struggle, and the courage to stay present even when faced with uncertainty. In adopting these principles, we open ourselves to the potential of each moment, recognizing that the path to peace and fulfillment is not just about seeking external accomplishments or resolutions, but about cultivating an inner harmony with the passage of time. It is through this alignment, through the balance of reflection, self-care, and the wisdom of time, that we are able to transform our own lives. We become more attuned to the richness of our experience, yes, finding meaning not in what we accomplish, but in the simple act of living fully and consciously. Thank you for joining us on this thoughtful exploration of Time is Medicine by Eiko Hiruma. We hope today's discussion has sparked new reflections and insights on how the passage of time can serve as a profound tool for healing and self-growth. If you found value in today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to Thoughtful Tomes for more in-depth book reviews that guide you on the path of personal development. Our journey is about more than just reading. It's about actively engaging with the wisdom we encounter to enrich our own lives. Until next time, remember, true growth comes from both the books we read and the time we take to reflect, nurture, and evolve. Keep reading, keep growing, and continue embracing the transformative power of self-awareness.